Hayden, Oak Creek, and Clark. They have one main thing in common. They're not Steamboat Springs. It's kind of stating the obvious, but it's important because Steamboat is the standard bearer for Routt County real estate. And generally, the prices and the price per square foot in Steamboat tend to be higher than those outlying areas. And as such, those that want a little bit more for their money will seek out those outlying areas. Yet while they share the same common thread, each area has its own distinguishing characteristics. We'll jump into those in the market update for area segments for June of 2022. As I used to do when I separated these areas into their own updates, let's start with South Routt. This consists of Yampa, Phippsburg, and Oak Creek. And Oak Creek technically also covers the Stagecoach area. So in this area, we have a mining town in Oak Creek, ranch towns in Yampa and Phippsburg, and a residential area in Stagecoach, which for years has had the potential to reach beyond its status of bedroom community. Many of the indicators follow what you would for the rest of the county. Sales prices up 4% to just over $403,000, and sales were down 21% over last year. That's a substantial drop, however, when you consider there's only one less new listing than there was last year. What might help explain this is where the demand happens to be, and that is in Oak Creek. Overall, the days on market dropped 19% from last year in this area, but the number of days dropped 55% in Oak Creek alone. Since this, along with Stagecoach, is the area with the most residential units as opposed to ranches, it makes sense people are looking outside of Steamboat for something more affordable. Overall, there were fewer price reductions, but more price reductions per active listing, meaning South Routt, like everyone else, is concerned about the market taking its foot off the accelerator. North Routt is a different animal, much more homogeneous than its southern neighbor. Its median sales price of $890,000 is higher than that of the city of Steamboat Springs, but its price per square foot at $415 is much lower. And there's really not a condo or townhome to be seen in much of the northern part of the county. There's lots of ranch land, but with many more homes with an acre or more. People looking in North Routt, they're willing to pay more as long as space comes along with it. Demand is still high with only 11 days on the market and 1.6 months of supply. And back at the beginning of the pandemic, North Routt took the longest to see the real estate boom hit, and it looks like that it will be likely be the last area to see a slowdown. And that's evidenced by fewer price reductions overall from last year and the rate of price reductions per active listing remaining essentially flat. West Routt is Milner, Hayden, and everything up to the Moffat County border. Hayden itself is in the midst of a transition with the planned closing of the power plant in 2027 and some new home developments nearing completion. Hayden culturally aligns itself more with its western neighbor, the city of Craig, than it does Steamboat, but there are many, many people who live in Hayden and work in Steamboat. West Routt saw its median sales price jump 25% to $450,000. And the sales, like everything else in Routt County, they're down. When you have 24% fewer new listings come on the market, that's not really a surprise. But like North Routt, West Routt took longer to jump on the pandemic real estate rocket, but when it did, boy, it really took off. Homes were lasting a week on the market, which is half of what it was last year, and the supply of homes would last 1.5 months compared to the 2.3 months last year. Will it stay strong in West Routt for the time being? Well, my guess is yes. You see, remember my new favorite indicator, price reductions per active listing? Well, last year there were more price reductions for the month than there were active listings on any given day. Now there were only 2 price reductions for the month for every 10 daily active listings. I would venture to say that West Routt is likely the last area to see the slowdown affect its market. So there you go, 3 distinct area markets generally moving in the same direction, but at different speeds. And just like that, we finished up the month of June 2022. Hope you liked the new format for these Steamboat market updates. I like it, but is it working for you? Tell me, let me know. My number is 970-846-0797 or John James at JamesTeamSteamboat.com, or leave a comment in the comments section. Thanks very much, and until next time, take care.